One batching into Stormwatch, we're going to have a look at the risk of some heavy rain and thunderstorms coming up tomorrow evening and overnight into Friday. Really hot air coming up across France tomorrow. Most of that's going to stay away from us. We will bring a little bit of it in towards the southeast, but really being cut off before it gets in. Excuse me. Now, these situations where the heat never really gets in, it's always a little bit difficult to work out just how widespread the storm's going to be. We've got a little bit of model variation on this, so similar to the thundery spell that we had at the start of July, the start of this month, we've got the Euro 4 from the UK Met Office. It's not really showing much happening tomorrow night, whereas a couple of other models show things developing more. So, quite tricky to pin it down, but have a look at all the charts in a moment. Just say about the ad so far, again, best links articles on pages, as you know, at GavTop.com. If you have a browse through widgets and click through, you'll be able to pay for the website. Thanks so much for doing that. So this is the situation tomorrow. We've got a ridge of high pressure slipping away to the east, and low pressure developing out west, and in between we're bringing up these southerly winds, which try to bring very hot air again out of Spain and France, of a Spanish plume engulfing most of Europe. Through the day, this area of low pressure will get closer to us and start to move in from the west and the southwest. These are the upper air temperatures. Really, really hot again for many parts of France, and going down into Spain and Portugal. CP 15 Celsius iceberg is just about getting in towards the southeast, so that will be lifting temperatures into the high 20s Celsius. But this low pressure in reality is going to cut this heat off before it can really get in. If it's all delayed by another 24 hours, then we could have had a really hot spell from this once again. But if you don't like the heat, fortunately, it's going to be cut off before it can get too bad. So these are the precipitation charts from the GFS model for tomorrow. It's 6 o'clock in the evening. That low pressure will be producing very heavy rain across many parts of Ireland by that time. Could be some rumbles of thunder in with that, but I think that's mainly going to be persistent sort of thundery rain, actually. Elsewhere, mainly dry. It'll be very warm with good sunny spell, but there could be some showers breaking out across parts of Wales, and through the channel there could be some thunderstorms beginning to threaten. We have got convective potential. This is the Cape and Lifted chart, and you can see that the bright colours there, and remember, bright colours with great risk of convection. So the bright colours are in there, indicating that if precipitation develops, if the clouds build up, it is likely to produce lightning and thunder. So it's going to be very warm tomorrow afternoon in the south. It'll be increasingly humid as well. This is suggesting temperatures on the south coast here getting up to around 25 or 26. They normally undercut the temperatures, these charts, by 2 or 3 degrees. So I think that does give us a potential somewhere around London for lifting the temperatures into the high 20s, possibly going up to 28 or 29. That's around 83, 84 Fahrenheit. Look how hot it is across France. Temperatures widely through many parts of France going up to 100 Fahrenheit, even above 100 Fahrenheit in the south of France. And as we go through the evening and night, that low pressure will move in from the Atlantic and produce this potential for a thundery breakdown. So here's the rainfall forecast at midnight. You see that persistent rain from Ireland is heading up towards western parts of Scotland. And then we've got the risk of showers really across England and Wales. It's not showing too much here for Wales, northern England at midnight. Once it's down in the southeast, particularly for East Anglia and southeastern parts of England, there will be a risk of lightning and thunder in with that. I'm going to show you some more charts in a moment, though, that will disagree with that idea. Again, there's the convective potential at midnight tomorrow. And then it all pushes northwards across the country through the early hours of Friday. So that area of thunderstorms will probably go off into the North Sea, but the persistent rain from western Scotland will push through Scotland and northern England. That could produce quite a deluge up in the north, maybe a few rumbles of thunder as well. Through the course of Friday itself, that will clear away to the north and east, and then the main problem through Friday will be winds around this area of low pressure. It's a very windy day for parts of Northern Ireland, southern Scotland and northern England, with the risk of gale force gusts in places. Now, that's the GFS. This is the high resolution Euro 4 from the UK Met Office. These are precipitation forecasts, and this is from the website Weather Online. You can find the link to Weather Online on the links page. This is for midday tomorrow, and we see we've got the risk of heavy rain just coming in towards Ireland at midday. It progresses through Ireland during the course of the afternoon. Elsewhere, it's showing mainly dry at 6 o'clock in the evening. And then up to midnight. Now, this is when the GFS wants to concentrate the storms, particularly through the Midlands, South East England and East Anglia. Look at this. The Euro Euro 4 doesn't really show anything. It shows a little bit of precipitation there, perhaps through the North Midlands and Lincolnshire, a bit more through Wales, and particularly up over northern parts of the line. But really for the south and southeast, nothing really doing there on the Euro 4. Now, if you remember that last Thundery breakdown we had at the start of the month, Euro 4, despite being a high-resolution product from the UK Met Office, came out of that very poorly. So it could be a game, and it's underestimating the Thundery potential on Thursday night into the early hours of Friday, and it will come in time. I'll do another storm watch tomorrow, and it'll be interesting to see 24 hours on whether this has upgraded things or not. And then as we go through Friday morning, all that heavy rain pushes up across northern England, Scotland, and then we'll clear out of the way. Finally, the high-resolution WRF model. This is from website Meteoseal. This is based on the GFS, really, so it's usually in line with what the GFS is showing. And this is starting off at midnight tomorrow night. You see that we've got risk of heavy rain across Ireland again, some coming down into Wales, and then risk of thunderstorms on the south coast. As excuse me, as we run through, we find those storms pushing upwards, very vibrant colours breaking out in the southeast through the early hours of Friday. Yellows in there, so that's torrential rain through many parts of the Midlands, southeastern England. Some coming through Wales as well, but that's likely to be more sort of persistent rain, hooking back to this persistent rain over Northern Ireland. And then as we run through the early hours for 5 o'clock in the morning, it all pushes northwards and eastwards, giving many parts of the country a bit of a deluge in the early hours of Friday, and then it goes up into Scotland and clears out of the way. Could be some heavy showers following along behind that. That's really in line with what the GFS is showing. It shows the greatest potential for thunder is for the East Midlands, well, many parts of the Midlands really, East Anglia, southeastern parts of England. Euro 4 does not show this. It's a UK Met Office price. It's high resolution, so we have to take it seriously. It didn't cover itself in glory during the last Thundery breakdown. It did underestimate things quite a lot, then came into line right at the last minute. So just got to wait and see, really. There'll be another storm watch tomorrow evening around the same time, so come back for that. That's all for now. Thanks for watching.